So yeah, beautiful people, it's your mentor here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So yeah guys, kindly make sure that you like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so that when I drop quality content, you can be notified. So yeah guys, let's get it. So yeah, beautiful people, it's your mentor here. Welcome to another video with me where we are going to be doing a market breakdown session, right? Not really price breakdown, but a bit of a video that can help you as a trader to improve your style of trading, a video that can help you as a trader to learn some few things, right? Because as you guys know, I always drop quality content. So this is one of the pairs that I wanted to go and break down with you guys, right? So this is GBP CAD, and we're just going to be doing a clean breakdown from this area here. So one thing that we can see, firstly, that I always advise every trader is to look for what? The trend direction, right? As you guys can see that price is what? Price is bullish. So since our price is bullish, this means that highs and lows will always be created within the markets, right? And we know that on an uptrend, we always eliminate our highs and not our lows. Our lows are the ones that are always strong, right? So what is it that we can see? We can see that at the moment we have what? We have a weak high here, right? We have a weak high within this area here, right? We have a weak high here, making this low here what? Making this low here our strong low. Sorry about that. So making this low here our strong low, right? Making this low here our strong low, right? So now if we cut price, just want to cut price here, right? Just want to talk about some of the few key important things about trading, right? Especially when it comes to the theory of supply and demand. One of the key things that I always advise everyone is that, especially when you trade concepts like SMC, your every concept actually, some concepts require you to be patient, right? As you guys can see that I'm doing a breakdown from a daily time frame, right? So what is it that we can see so far? We can see that price creates this internal range liquidity. So which means price will create some things like this, right? It will create all this internal range liquidity that will later be eliminated by price. So price will have to come to our demand or supply area and then impulse to the upside, right? But the problem with you guys is that most of you guys, you do not look at price from the overall perspective. You only look at price from a smaller perspective, right? So what is it that I like to do, right? As to manage JPY, I like to look for my buying opportunities on the internal range structure, then look for the main structure afterwards, right? For example, you can see here that we have another demand area here, right? We have a demand area here. So which means that this is one area that I can start looking for my buying opportunities from. And then from a 2-day time frame, right? From a 2-day time frame, one thing that we all can see is that we have what? We have the main entry point here, right? This is the area that we are all going to be looking for our buying opportunities from, right? But in the meanwhile, I'll be doing this. So going back to our daily time frame, so this is the minor structure, right? So this is the minor structure. So it's an impulse correction, impulsive movement, right? So which means it's a sub-minor. On a minor structure, we're only looking for buying opportunities within the markets, right? That's the only opportunities that we look for in the markets, right? But at the same time, we are creating what you call internal range liquidity. So as you can see that price does what? Impulses beautifully so down. It corrects to the downside and then does what? It comes and taps into our area of demand. So which means that we'll be looking for those buying opportunities. Our goal is to do what? Is to go and eliminate that high. Right? As you can see that price impulses beautifully so. And then what else do we have again? We can see that we were going to have another form of entry point within the markets here, right? We're going to have another form of entry points within the markets here. And then let's pause here. So we are going to have another form of entry points within the markets here. Why? Because we can see that we have an impulse correction, right? It's an impulse correction, impulsive movement. This high was eliminated. But now our entry point within this range here is what? It's above what? It's above our equilibrium. It's not that, actually it's below the equilibrium, but it's not that deep, right? So this means that we had this setup here at what? Let's just say at the equilibrium phase of the market. So if you normally have such types of setup within the equilibrium area of the market, what is it that you can learn, right? I always tell everyone that if you have an entry point within the equilibrium phase of the market, one thing that you should see is this, right? An impulse, correction, impulse, right? You have something like this. So which means this is our range here. Our range starts from this low to that high. And then which means we're looking for something like this. But now there's the 50%, which is the equilibrium, right? We have the equilibrium phase, okay, which is fine. This thing still fine here. Let's check maybe on a 10-hour time frame if there are any other hidden supply or demand areas. Okay, but here unfortunately we don't have anything, right? So what is it that we can see? We can see that okay, our entry point was based off the 50%. If the entry point is based off the 50%, what I normally do is that let me just do this. I think it should be probably till this low here, right? I do what? Right. I look for my entry point somewhere around this area here because the entry point is on 50%. So let me give you the theory. The theory is like this. If we have price impulsing to the upside, right? And then your main entry point is here, right? And price comes to the 50%. You look for this type at this area, it pulls to your supply area. So which means the 50% here is the one that's gonna bring price to the supply area and then bring price also to the main area here and then push to the upside. Why? Because we are ranging in between this low and this high. This is our range here, right? And then as you can see here that okay, unfortunately, here price did what? Price failed to tap into our area here, which is fine. Right, let's go back to our daily time frame. Price failed to tap into our area here, so which means that now we will start looking for our opportunities from that area here. Right, as you can see, we have what? We have that tap into our supply area here. That tap into our supply area. Our stop loss just right here, and that we're looking forward to hitting our take profit, which is this one here. Right, that's where our main take profit is going to be. Now you have to be smart. Like I said, what are all these things now? This is your internal range, internal range, internal range, which means price must flood all of them out and then do what? Tap into our demand area and then push to the upside afterwards, right? So now let's see what happens. Price impulses beautifully so to the downside, and then it gives us that tap to our demand area, and then which means we're going to start looking for those buys. Our goal is to do what? Is to eliminate that main high, right? Our goal is to eliminate that main high. So as you can see, price impulses. So like I said, now we are ranging in between this high and this low here. This means that okay, this is our range. And if also you check, you can see that okay, this is our entry point is below the equilibrium area, right? Which is at the discounted, which means now we are on a type of structure, the minor structure, which means we'll only be looking for buying opportunities. For example, let me show you something that price will keep impulsing until it hits our main take profit. Let me just do this, right? So as you can see, price impulsed, and then it's on its way to hitting our main take profit. But now some of you guys might be curious on how are we going to look for more buying opportunities if you missed the main entry point, right? How do you go about that, right? So let's just do this one till probably this area here, right? So now let's cut price around this area here and probably go to our, let's check an 8-hour time frame, right? On an 8-hour time frame, we can see that okay, price is passing beautifully so to the upside, and then we are looking for what? We are looking for these types of structures here, right? We're looking for these types of structures. So let's start here actually with this one. So this is the main first entry point, and then what is it that you can see within the market? We can see that okay, there's what? There's an impulse, positive movement, correctional movement, and then we're gonna have a drop to our demand area and a push to the upside. Right, so this would be our second entry point here. Right, we're gonna have our second entry point within the market at this area here. We'll only be looking for buying opportunities within the markets, right? We'll only be looking for buying opportunities within the market. Right, we'll only be looking for buying opportunities within the market. So as you all can see that okay, price keeps impulsing to the upside. It retraces deep now, right? So with it, deep retracement, where is it retracing to? It's retracing to this area here. So this is the area that we are looking for to see price retrace back to, right? So as you can see, we have that tab there. I'm not gonna tell you why that area specifically, right? But this is the area that we are going to look for our buying opportunities from, and then we'll push to the upside afterwards, right? We'll look for that impulsive movement to the upside afterwards, right? As you can see that okay, price keeps on impulsing to the upside, right? And then we probably have another entry point around this area here, right? We have another entry point here within this range here, so which means we'll also be looking for this buying opportunities from this area here, going up to eliminate that high, right? Going up to eliminate that high. So price impulse beautifully so, and then now what is it that we can see? We have another retracement, another deep retracement, right? We have another deep retracement where for probably area somewhere here, right? There's an area somewhere here that can be able to do what? To hold price for us, right? We'll probably go check on other time frames if this one took us out here, right? This one took us out, but you can see the idea from what is it that we are trying to achieve actually, right? What we're trying to achieve is to look for as many buying opportunities within the market so that we can go and eliminate that high. So let's go to our daily time frame and see exactly how and why. Okay, this is the problem. This is where we went wrong actually. The overall structure, right? We can see that there's what? A swing high and a swing low. Price took this high out here. So which means that we are looking for an entry point within the equilibrium phase of the market. So that's a mistake, right? You can see where price is. Price is just right below the equilibrium, which means this entry point, it's not strong. Now let me go back to the same thing that you saw here, right? Like I said, what do we have? We have an impulsive movement, right? And then you have this, then you have that. Price will come tap here, come back to this area, then give you an impulse, right? This is a swing low. This is the equilibrium, right? Area of the market. Hence why price tapped and then went to the supply area. And now it's coming back to what? To this area of demand here, right? It's going back to what? To that area of, it's going back to that area of demand. So which means that let's check on other time frames if there is no other. Let me just check this. Our main take profit is just around this area here. That's where you're all targeting. With all our trades, we are targeting one area, which is this one. So now let's go to maybe a 2-day time frame. So on a 2-day time frame, yeah, we can see that there is what? A clean area here, right? You can see that there's a clean area here. That let's check other small time frames. So 10-hour, if there is no any 8-hour time frame. Okay. Check a 3-day. Okay, so this means that okay, we can use that 2-day time frame. Record this thing, demand area. So this means that okay, this is going to be our demand area, meaning that this is where our buying opportunities were supposed to be from, and then this would be our main target. But now let's go back to this analysis here, right? Where we can see that we have that tap, but do you see that now price did what? It retraced back to what? To the supply area here. There's a supply area here, probably on a 10-hour. Yeah, you can see that there's the supply area here. That price retraced back to, right? That price retraced back to. So as you can see, you have that tap. I normally call this thing B setups. I don't trade such types of setups because you have high chance of losing them, right? So we can see that price taps into this area here, and then we then have what? That impulsive movement to the upside to go and eliminate, that high. So which means we have something like this. So as you can see, price impulses beautifully so to the upside to go and eliminate that area there. So our goal is to go and eliminate that area there. So what is it that you've learned from today? What you've learned is what? Your internal range liquidity, that price will keep on building up this area to come to the main area. So normally you guys will draw a trend line like this. So the same way with this one here, right? We can draw a trend line like this to show us that there's a trend line liquidity. Also at this area here, another trend line liquidity, right? Internal range liquidity, exactly, right? So you can see that there are many ways of you presenting yourself to the market, right? In different formats, right? There are a lot of ways of taking entry points within the market without waiting for one entry point. Because some of you guys, when you miss that entry point, you're like, no, I'm done trading, or I do not have any other opportunities or whatever. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with one loss. right? So your trend, your direction, your types of structures, those are the key things that are very important. But other than that, that's it for me, Technology JP1. And I would like to say to you guys that we've just launched a new mentorship program. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys that side. It's as cheap as $60. It's 1,000 Rand. If you want to learn more about this thing, right? Because this is just introduction. Some of you guys, I'm sure, you are completing this video confused. Right? If you want to learn about such things of how to approach price, why do I look for these areas? Why am I not using these areas? How do you enter? How do you interpret price from a monthly perspective? How do you align price? How do you do all those types of things? Make sure that you get yourself access to that group, to my mentorship program. And yeah, other than that, wishing you guys nothing but a profitable trading journey and see you guys on the other side of the world.